Do you know how dopamine can affect your success? Let's dive into the fascinating world of this tiny molecule that holds immense power over our actions, decisions, and ultimately, our success. Imagine dopamine as a feel-good neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger that transmits signals in the brain and other areas of the body. It's like a postman delivering letters of joy, reward, and motivation. When you experience something pleasurable like biting into your favorite dessert or crossing off a task on your to-do list, your brain releases dopamine. This release gives you a sense of satisfaction, a feeling of, "Oh, that was good, I want to do that again." Now this is where it gets interesting. Dopamine is not just about feeling good, it's about motivation. It's the driving force that propels us to act and strive towards our goals, desires, and needs. It's the fuel for our ambition, the spark for our creativity, and the catalyst for our innovations. But here's the catch. Dopamine doesn't just reward us for achieving our goals, it rewards us for taking steps towards them. Every small action that brings us closer to our goal, every tiny victory, triggers a release of dopamine. This creates a loop of motivation and reward, pushing us to keep going, keep striving, keep achieving. And it's not just about personal goals. Think about the last time you collaborated on a project. Remember that sense of shared achievement, the collective "we did it" feeling? That's dopamine at work too, strengthening social bonds and encouraging teamwork. But dopamine is not a limitless resource. It needs to be replenished and balanced. Too much or too little can tip the scales, leading to problems like addiction or lack of motivation. That's why it's important to understand how to harness its power effectively. So, it's clear that dopamine plays a vital role in our success. But how can you harness its power? Stay tuned as we explore the strategies to maximize the power of dopamine and set yourself on a path to success. Harnessing the power of dopamine for success starts with understanding your brain's reward system. You see, dopamine is like the cheerleader of your brain. It boosts your motivation and drive when you're getting closer to your goals. It's your brain's way of saying, "You're doing great, keep going." To tap into this powerful motivator, you first need to set achievable goals. Imagine climbing a mountain. If you focus on the peak from the very beginning, you're likely to feel overwhelmed and may even give up. But if you break down your journey into smaller, manageable stages, like reaching a certain altitude or crossing a particular landmark, you'll find yourself progressing steadily towards the top. Each time you reach one of these mini goals, your brain releases dopamine. This gives you a sense of satisfaction and achievement, which in turn fuels your motivation to keep going. The more you experience this dopamine-driven sense of achievement, the more motivated you'll be to continue climbing. Now let's talk about the importance of celebrating small wins. When you take a moment to acknowledge your progress, you're essentially patting your brain on the back and saying, "Good job!" This triggers a positive feedback loop where your brain rewards you with a dopamine release, further boosting your motivation and drive. So don't wait until you've reached the peak to celebrate. Celebrate every step you take, every mini goal you achieve. It's like giving your brain a dopamine high five. But setting goals and celebrating wins isn't enough. You also need to create a positive environment. An environment that encourages progress, fosters positivity, and stimulates your brain's reward system. But that's a topic for our next scene. Remember, dopamine is your ally in the journey towards success. Harness its power by setting achievable goals and celebrating each and every win along the way. It's a game of mind over matter, and with dopamine on your side, you're already off to a great start. But setting goals and celebrating wins isn't enough. You also need to create a positive environment. Our environment plays a significant role in dopamine production. This isn't just a random statement, it's a scientific fact. The spaces we inhabit, the people we interact with, the stimuli we expose ourselves to, all these elements can either trigger or suppress the release of dopamine, that potent neurotransmitter responsible for our feelings of reward and motivation. We often underestimate the impact of our environment on our mindset and, consequently, our success. Yet it's like the soil in which we plant the seeds of our ambitions. If the environment is nourishing and encouraging, our goals are more likely to flourish and bear fruit. So, how do we create such a positive environment? Firstly, it's about surrounding ourselves with positive influences. This could be enthusiastic friends, supportive family members, or inspiring mentors. These are the people who uplift us, who believe in our dreams, and who can provide that much-needed boost of dopamine when we're feeling low. But it's not just about people. It's about creating spaces that inspire positivity as well. This could mean decluttering your workspace or adding elements that bring you joy. Perhaps a plant, a motivational poster, or even a comfortable chair. Such changes can make a big difference in how we feel and the amount of dopamine our brains produce. Conversely, it's equally important to avoid negative triggers, things or people that drain your energy or stir up negative emotions. Like a poison, they can sap your dopamine levels and leave you feeling demotivated and unproductive. Remember, the aim isn't to create a utopian environment, but rather one that fosters optimism and positivity. It's about building an atmosphere that encourages you to strive towards your goals and rewards you with a rush of dopamine when you make progress. In essence, creating a positive environment is about cultivating a space where you can thrive, where your dopamine levels are regularly replenished, and where success isn't just a distant dream, but a tangible reality. Now let's take a look at another crucial element, self-care. Taking care of your body and mind is key to maintaining optimal dopamine levels. Let's dive into the world of self-care. The first stop on our self-care journey is exercise. Regular physical activity is a powerful dopamine booster. When you engage in exercise, your brain rewards you with a rush of dopamine, making you feel happier and more energized. This isn't just about running marathons or pumping iron. Even a brisk walk around the block or a few minutes of yoga can give your dopamine levels a healthy boost. Next, we move on to nutrition. What you eat affects your brain's dopamine production. Consuming a balanced diet rich in lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can help maintain healthy dopamine levels. Foods rich in tyrosine, an amino acid that's crucial for dopamine production, are particularly beneficial. This includes foods like almonds, bananas, avocados, eggs, beans, fish, and chicken. So it's not just about eating to fill your stomach, it's about feeding your brain the right stuff. Now let's talk about sleep. It plays a crucial role in regulating dopamine levels. When you're sleep deprived, your brain struggles to produce enough dopamine, leading to feelings of fatigue and lack of motivation. On the flip side, getting a good night's sleep allows your brain to replenish its dopamine stores, helping you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. In essence, self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity for anyone looking to harness the power of dopamine for success. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your physical and mental well-being. When you take care of your body through regular exercise, nourish your brain with a balanced diet, and give yourself the rest you need, you're setting the stage for optimal dopamine production. This, in turn, enhances your ability to set and achieve goals, celebrate small wins, and create a positive environment for success. Finally, let's explore some real-life examples of people who have harnessed the power of dopamine for success. We've explored the world of successful people who have tapped into the power of dopamine. Let's review a few real-life stories of. First, we have the renowned author, Stephen King. Known for his powerful and engaging writing, King attributes his success to a disciplined routine and setting realistic goals. By penning a minimum of 2,000 words daily, he leverages the dopamine reward system, creating a sense of accomplishment and motivation that fuels his creativity. Then we have the extraordinary Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's journey is a compelling example of the power of celebrating small victories. Rising from a life of adversity, every advancement, every minor triumph was a cause for jubilation. This practice of recognizing progress, however minuscule, released dopamine, fortifying positivity. And lastly, we're highlighting Arianna Huffington, the co-founder of the Huffington Post. After suffering from severe exhaustion, Huffington realized the significance of self-care in achieving success. By incorporating mindfulness, sleep, and a healthy lifestyle into her routine, she utilizes the soothing effects of dopamine, resulting in enhanced productivity and well-being. These individuals, from diverse backgrounds, share one similarity. They've all harnessed the power of dopamine in their journey to success. Be it through setting realistic goals like Stephen King, celebrating small triumphs like Oprah, or embracing self-care like Arianna Huffington, they've utilized this potent neurotransmitter to bolster their ambition, resilience, and achievement. So remember, success is within your grasp. All you need to do is understand and harness the power of dopamine. Keep setting achievable goals, celebrating small wins, fostering a positive environment, and taking care of your body and mind. Here's to your journey to success. And before we end, if you found this video enlightening, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, And stay tuned for more empowering content to unlock your potential.